I don't normally do recordings. You know that I normally go live on Fridays, and a lot of things have changed in the last week. Number one is that just after I did my live this last week, I was informed that I can no longer do the work that I was doing before because the ankle, the muscles and tendons are it was an intense surgery, basically. And because of wonderful fibromyalgia, it's taking longer than normal to work itself out. And I showed the hills and everything where I live, and the doctors and therapists took one look and said, you're not going to be walking that area anytime soon. You're just not. So, even the stuff in the back here that you see, these boxes and the clothes and stuff, I have a hard time moving those around because of my feet. I can't step on it a certain way because I can re-injure what I already did. So, these are the joys of having fibromyalgia, is that you can actually be slowed down on a normal process of getting healed, and it just makes things a little more challenging. So in my particular case, on top of that, the reason why I decided to do this recorded and go, recorded live, I can't answer any questions or anything like that until later, because my therapy appointment, my physical therapy appointment, happens to be at the exact same time as what I scheduled for the live. And because of the therapist is my normal therapist, she just got back from a distance travel, I had to take her on because she's getting booked fast. Now, this will be probably the only time that I'll have this appointment this early, because my family doesn't do early and I can't drive, especially since my ankle surgery. I don't know when that's going to reverse, or yeah, it probably will reverse. It'll just take time. But I just wanted to give an update on that and why it's not live this time. And why the background is a bit different than normal. I'm actually doing this on my laptop and in a different angle. Anyhow, I'm gradually getting things accomplished, but the fibromyalgia is proving to be a challenge, which is something I'm going to be bringing up with her, because I've been doing this exercise throughout the neighborhood. I've been traveling and walking, and per Google, it's about 1 mile. Then I walk around in the yard. The yard's a decent sized yard. I mean, it's not an estate size yard, but it's bigger than majority of the rest of the yards here. So I took that all to the therapist, and what she explained is because of the fibromyalgia, I can do a roller coaster. And that's true of anybody with fibromyalgia who has a major surgery. You end up doing a roller coaster. And the whole goal is that you stay active, consistent, and then it's a very gentle line across. So the reason why I address that is because I've been doing walks, and they are exhausting me on Thursday mornings. I've discovered that they're exhausting me these last couple of weeks. I'm getting stronger, but it's a process, Everything in life is a process. And in this particular case with fibromyalgia, life is a process. And every action, it's a process. Strengthening yourself, it's a process. So the process that I've been doing these last few weeks, I've been doing a 23-day sharing of what I learned through my isolation time. This next month, I'm going to be doing something that I did several years ago, and that's quick video, although these will be quicker than the ones that I had back then. I may actually revamp them, I don't know. But basically mental illness awareness. The difference is that when I did those videos, I did not know how mental illness and fibromyalgia connect. Yes, people with fibromyalgia can actually have underlying mental health issues that can actually aggravate the mental fibromyalgia. They can actually aggravate it. And I've learned this on my own, and I verified it with my therapist, my physical therapist, all of them. And they said, yeah, because it's nerves. That's fibromyalgia. It's overactive nerves, and your muscles they'll spasm because the nerves are so on edge that your muscles react. So it's a matter of bringing it all under control, and it's easier said than done. So, and another thing that fibromyalgia people have a tendency to deal with, I don't know about other countries, but in the US, I know that they have uh, supplemental security income or disability income, one or the other. In my particular case, there's a rule that says that you have to work for the last 5 years, and I haven't, at least not in a way that they accept. So I caved, and I went on ahead and did the SSI beginnings, and I will have to keep an update on that one. And then I am getting some things that are, this is a big deal this weekend because life for me is going to be changing in a lot of different ways. I'm looking at doing, starting to do, maybe next week or so, doing a recycling, upcycling. Now, I have the recycling, upcycling as a profession kind of thing, and sharing it on this channel or doing a completely separate channel. What I think would be really fun is to help people with fibromyalgia to realize what you can do, giving options of what you can do to strengthen yourself. And that's why I'm thinking that I may do videos sharing with different things that are around the house, because I've done recycling and upcycling. I just haven't done videos about it. So I'm thinking that I may just do that. Also, I'm getting ready to do a fibromyalgia workshop. And what it is to help people to take mind, body, spirit, emotional strength, and physical strength, put it all together into a full circle. Last week I had mentioned putting in a workbook and putting in some downloads and stuff, and for some reason I could not get my system to accept the download links. So I was told tonight about a different way to do the links. So I'm going to try it again, and if I can get it this time, perfectly I can, because I really want to get it to you guys. Because this is going to be the start of a whole new chapter on things. If I'm able to do it successfully on this video, I'll be doing it on the last week too. Just that way it stays consistent. And so that is the thing that I'm wanting to especially address, is that I'm looking at doing a fibromyalgia workshop, sharing with people 3 days, and not very long, because I know with fibro, sometimes you can handle a bit of time, sometimes you can't. And I'm all understanding about that. So making it available and recorded and allowing people to join in a group setting and go from there. So that's what I'm looking at on that one. And then sharing what I've been doing on my other sides, you know, with recycling and upcycling, crafting. That is really what I do, is I create things from materials. I cash in some of it because in the state of Oregon you can do that. And doing different craft ideas, as well as sharing different ways that you can make money as a person with fibromyalgia, whether it be sharing your stories, it be answering surveys, what have you. I'm going to be probably posting quick videos about those. They won't be in the shorts because they'll be longer than what a short can be. Shorts are allowed to be 15 seconds, 30 seconds tops, I believe. Anyhow, basically, it's not going to be long on those, so I'll be putting them in the regular channel group just because I want you to have that access. I want anybody with fibromyalgia to see the opportunities that are available to do something, to bring in something, because the somethings add up over time to bigger things. So for this week, the things that I had to address were, when we're in our pain state, we need to stay moving, to stay steady and not doing a roller coaster ride. Need to stay active one way or another. Even though it hurts, just keep plugging along. Just don't do it to the point that it's totally painful and that you're down for days. Down for a couple of hours for a nap, understandable. The other thing is about doing other things besides going live on Fridays and starting to do recycling in different manners. And then other ideas for income for people with fibromyalgia. Those are my 3 points. And I will come back at you and share with you my update for my next physical therapy, which happens to be while this is going out. So until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.